Hey guys, I know it has been a hot minute since I've is that a crease? No, not happening. I know that it has been a hot minute since I've filmed a video and I just want to apologize because first of all, I've been really sick. I don't know if you guys can tell, I still sound kind of nasally, but I came down with the flu all of last week and that video that you guys saw last Wednesday was actually pre-recorded the week before. So I want to apologize for not being able to upload 2 to 3 times a week as I have promised and as I've been trying to you know, do for you guys. But YouTube is really fucking hard as well. Like, I just kind of needed a mental break from social media, not for anything, but these YouTubers who upload 4 or 5 times a week, I don't know how the fuck they do it because I am just trying to find that work-life balance because right now, YouTube is my life and work is my life. It sounds kind of dumb. And it's not any of your problem, it's kind of my problem, but I just wanted to kind of just vent to you guys, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so in today's video, I wanted to do a tutorial that I saw on one of my good friends, Cara Tran. I'll leave her Instagram down below if you guys want to check her out. She was on Snapchat the other night and she had this really sick, it was like a green cut crease, but with like a brown through the crease, and it looked really good. So I wanted to kind of recreate it. I'm gonna first start on my eyes, obviously. So I'm gonna grab my MAC Soft Ochre paint pot as always. And I also just want to thank you guys for being so patient with me because I do go through phases where all I do is like film, edit, film, edit, film, edit. And then I do have phases where I'm just like, I need a second because social media is hard, you guys. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. It's so hard to keep up with, especially when there's, you know, 50 million new posts on Instagram every single day. Like, it's a lot. But what else has been going on? I actually went to my first therapy appointment yesterday. I'd been to one before, but I ended up going with a different like company. So that was kind of interesting. For those who don't know, I do have pretty like, I wouldn't say severe anxiety, but when I get panicky, it's fucking bad, if that makes sense. So I do have anxiety to some extent. And it was really interesting because like, even though I was just kind of spilling my guts to, you know, a therapist or a psychologist or whatever you want to call them, I really kind of realized what my issue was. He obviously hasn't I haven't been like diagnosed or anything like that, but with what I was telling him, it kind of made sense in my head that I have post-traumatic stress disorder. And that's from when I had food poisoning about 1.5 years ago. So I found that really interesting how I kind of realized myself, like what was happening and what was going on. And he was just sitting there like, like writing down notes. But anyway, it helped. I'm glad I did it. I'm gonna go ahead and set that with my NC20 Studio Fix powder real quick. And I'm gonna pop this mainly in the crease. What else have I been doing? I've been working so hard, you guys, on things behind the scenes, and you guys are going to see what I've been working on very soon. Like, I'm hoping by the end of October, you guys will be able to get your hands on what I've been working on. And when you guys see it, some people are gonna be like, Jacob, like, it's obviously not that big of a deal. But it's so exciting for me because I've been working on this for a year. I've been working on this project for a year now. So now that I'm in kind of like the last stages, it's exciting. It's a bit nerve-wracking, but it's very exciting. So for eyes, I'm actually gonna dip into the Too Faced Love Mecca palette. So for those who don't know, Mecca is turning 20 this year, and a bunch of brands like NARS and Too Faced and Hourglass, I'm pretty sure, they all did like custom palettes and stuff like that for Mecca. This palette is going to be available, I think October 3rd, I'm pretty sure it is. I'm going to grab that same brush that we used to set the eyeshadow, and I'm going to dip into You're So Fancy. I'm just going to pop that straight through my crease. Oh my god, I went to Vidcon last weekend. I managed to meet Joey Graceffa and Patrick Star. Meeting Patrick was so surreal. You guys know that I fucking adore Patrick, but it was crazy because so I messaged Patrick on Instagram. I was like, hey boo, like, you know, what are you up to, blah, blah, blah. He goes, oh, I'm at a panel. Come and meet me at my panel. So I was like, okay, cool. So me and Nadia Perry XO, we ran to like where he was doing his panel. We sat down, watched the whole panel. It was like coming out in the LGBT community on YouTube. And so then he did like kind of like a mini meet and greet situation. Like he took some photos with people after it and then he had to go. And then he sees me and he's like, oh, I'll text you, like I'll message you. I'm like, okay, cool. And it was so funny because everyone like turned around. It was like, oh, like, why is he messaging you? Like, what's going on? It was so funny. So anyway, me and Nadia were like, okay, yeah, no worries. So we thought we'd go up to like level 3 where all of like the bigger YouTubers who have like featured creator passes where they like walk out. So we're like, okay, I can meet him up there, no worries. We run up there. And he messages me, he's like, hey, where are you? I'm like, we're at level 3. He goes, no, like come back, cause I'm in the theater, like where the panel was. And so I was like, oh fuck. So I like bolted down the stairs and we ended up missing him by like 30 seconds. And then he's like, meet me at my next panel. I'm like, okay, cool. So we're actually gonna go to that panel anyway. It was about like being a beauty blogger in the YouTube community. And Kato Potato was there, ShanXO was there, and there was one other girl, I can't remember her name though. I'm gonna dip into my Mecca Max Sunlit bronzer and use this on my eyes as well. So anyway, after the panel, he like took some photos, he was walking out, and then he turns around and he sees me nutty. He goes, you, like, come. And I'm just like, oh my god, okay. So I was like trying so hard not to freak out because like it's Patrick fucking Star, like, you know. What if he's watching this and he's just like, what a fucking weirdo. And so anyway, we got backstage and we were talking with him for like maybe 15 or 20 minutes, like just chatting about everything, like the Face Awards that I was just in and how he hosted it. And we're just talking about literally anything and everything. It was so good. And he was so sweet. Like we were taking selfies and whatever, we're just kicking back. He had to go because like his publicist was like calling him or something like that. And then when I left, I was just like, did that just happen? Like, did I actually just fucking meet Patrick? Like, what? And then so that was day 2. On day 1, what happened day 1? I met Joey day 1. Kat and Haley, they had like featured creator passes. Haley gave me her pass so I could go into like the YouTube room where like all like the big YouTubers are like chilling out. So I was there with Kat, me and Kat walk in, and out of nowhere Joey Graceffa walks in. I'm just like such a little fangirl at heart, it's actually fucking hilarious. But yeah, so Joey walks in, I was just like, oh my god, there's Joey. And then Grace Halbig walked in as we were walking out, and I didn't even realize, like I would have shit a brick if I met Grace Halbig because I've watched her videos since she was like Daily Grace, like yeah. Managed to meet Joey. He was super sweet. He almost looked kind of confused, like he was like meant to know me from somewhere, but he didn't know where. I don't know, it's so weird. So I'm just trying to find a fucking brush. So yeah, it was really, really good. This concealer's kind of fucking me up right now, isn't it? I'm gonna try and cut the rest of the crease with my MAC Soft Ochre because it's just a mess. Like, Okay, so into this inner corner here, I'm gonna go in with this Inglot Eyeshadow in the shade 24. It's just like a really frosty mint green almost. I'm gonna take that on a MAC 239 brush. I'm popping this right on the center of the lid as well because I'm gonna go in with a deeper color on the outer third. Okay, so onto this inner corner right here, I'm gonna go with my Jeffree Star Ice Cold. I'm sweating. It is so hot under these lights right now. I'm just gonna do the rest of the tutorial like half naked, whatever. Stun. And then I'm gonna go into the outer corner with this Morphe Pressed Pigment in Room Service. I don't know how to describe the color. It reminds me a lot of Harpoon by Desi and Katie. It's like a muted khaki green with gold reflex. And I'm gonna pop this on the outer third of my eye. And I'm just re-intensifying that middle shade. Because sometimes with all the blending, the colors can kind of get a little bit lost. I'm just gonna go ahead and repeat this on the other eye, pop on some falsies, and I will be happy. Oh my god, the difference false lashes make. Whew. Now, I don't even know if Cara did liner in this look, but this bitch needs some liner. I was gonna do a winged liner, thinking that it was gonna look fucked, but it actually looks kind of cute. Like, I'm not mad at it, you know? Okay guys, so now I'm gonna move on to skincare. I'm gonna be grabbing the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Night Concentrate Moisturiser. Now, even though this is a night concentrate, I still use it during the day because my skin just drinks any kind of moisture that it fucking sees. And as you can see, I'm literally almost out of it, and I'm freaking out because I think I have a backup. I think I have like 2 backups. Okay, now I'm good. And I'm just going to pop this all over my face. Now for primer, I'm gonna grab the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer, which I have been loving because it just hydrates my skin so well and it smells amazing. Now for foundation, I'm gonna grab the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation, and I'm actually just gonna dot this on because I have a new sponge that I wanna try out. This is in the shade 20 sand as well. Should probably shave before filming this video, but you know, fuck it. And then the sponge that I'm trying out is this huge as body blender sponge. This is from Kmart. It was $3. Tanya and Shanae use this and they've used this for so long and I'm just like, I need to get on it. But every single time I've gone to Kmart, they don't have it. They use the pink one, this is the black one. Apparently they differ like between the pink color and the black color. So use the pink one if you can get your hands on it. Oh wow, that was so fucking easy. I'm kind of like pinching it like that and like putting my finger on the back, that way I got like some kind of precision. I actually used this when I was doing Crystal's makeup, Crystal Conti here on YouTube. So when I was at Shanae's house, Shanae, I'll leave everyone's channel down below, mind you. When I was at Shanae's house, I was there with her and Tanya and I did Crystal's makeup for a video that we filmed and I used this and it came up so good. And so that's when I knew that I needed to get my hands on it, you know? I need to fix plus this. I feel like my foundation's already fucking set. Okay, honestly, I'm not mad at it. Like I actually really like it. Just putting it out there. It is a bit tricky to get used to because it is such a big sponge. Like it's just, I'm not used to that, but I can get used to it. So now for concealer, I wanted to try Jackie Aina's trick. For those who don't know, Jackie uses two concealers. She uses a more dry one first and then a more wet one on top of it. So I'm actually gonna go with the Bobbi Brown Instant Full Cover Concealers. These are so thick. If you guys watched my last hits and shits video, you know that I fucking hate these, but I'm willing to give them another go. Because I don't like a really highlighted under eye anymore, I'm gonna go with beige. I feel like putting this on just disrupts all of your fucking concealer you already have, all of your foundation that you just put on. And I've never used this technique before either, mind you. And then I'm gonna go in with the LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer in Natural. Okay, interesting consistency. I'm also gonna use this to highlight down the center on my chin and then like right here. And now we just leave it, like we let that set there for about 5 minutes or so. So during that time, I'm gonna fill in my brow, I'm gonna fill in my brow pencil. I'm gonna fill in my brows using my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in 3 and 6. So I'm starting with 3, just through the front. Alright, so now I'm gonna grab that body blender and I'm gonna spray it with some Fix Plus because I have a feeling this shit is not gonna fucking blend, bitch. And Jackie said that if your concealer is not blending out, to just roll it. Okay. Oh no. It did break up a little bit on my nose. Okay, this is weird. Oh wow, that is flawless. Okay, that worked. I'm shocked. I'm actually shook. I'm gonna grab a blending brush. I always have to do this because my beauty blenders never get all the way up in here. I'm gonna blend out these edges here. Okay, honestly, my under eyes look kind of flawless and I don't know how to feel about it because I was kind of expecting this to fucking fail like everything else does on my face, but this looks really good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and lock that in using my RCMA No Color Powder. Oh great, it's in my eye now. I'm actually very surprised that this worked and it's only $3. I do think that this point is way too big to get underneath your eye, so I would probably recommend like cutting it in half or doing something with it because it's just too much. But I'm gonna grab a MAC 221 brush and go back into the palette. I'm gonna go back in with You're So Fancy, which is this one here. And smudge this right underneath my lower lash line. And I'm gonna kind of like angle this out with this part here. So I'm gonna fill in all of that. But I want it to look as if it's like fading into the brown. So I'm gonna pull this back. Okay, this isn't looking how I want it to look. Okay, now that my foundation is completely set down, I'm gonna grab this Morphe Y1 brush, which is just like a domed blush brush. And I'm gonna use this with my Mecca Max bronzer. I don't want too much like definition or anything. Let's look really natural. I'm also gonna pop this around my forehead just to warm up. I'm gonna go into my MAC Desert Rose blush, which is this one up here. And I'm gonna pop a very light amount of this just over my contour. I'm actually gonna blend it right over the top. Why not? Now I'm gonna highlight using the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop. I'm actually first just gonna spray my face with a little bit of Fix Plus. The reason why I'm spraying my face with Fix Plus is because it's gonna create a wet base. So obviously when you put like an eyeshadow over like a tacky or wet base, it's gonna appear a lot more vibrant. Same thing with your highlight. You just wanna let this set down to where it's just about to dry. See? And I'm even gonna pop some on my forehead right here. Down the bridge of the nose. Cupid's bow. Bit on the chin. I always highlight my chin. I don't know why, I've just always done it. And then I'm gonna grab that blush brush and just kind of make it calm the fuck down. I'm actually gonna grab a little bit of Ice Cold. Just use a bit on my finger and use this to highlight the very tip of my nose. Just so it looks a little bit more lifted out. Okay, so now the final part is lips. I've got two NARS lipsticks here that I actually got from that collection, the 20 Years of Makeup collection. And I've got two shades here. This is in Vibec and this is in Bella. I think that's how you pronounce Vibec. I'm not too sure, like these are both like nude shades. Let me swatch. Oh wait, these are gonna be way too orange. So they're very, very similar in color. So instead I'm gonna go in with the NYX Liquid Suede in the shade Sandstorm, which is my absolute favorite nude right now. I feel like my cheek needs a little bit more highlight, so I'm gonna go in with Ice Cold. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh fuck, okay. I think my cheeks are like bipolar. Like some days I just want it all and some days I don't want fucking anything. Kinda like me. I'm now gonna pop a gloss over the top of my lips. I'm gonna grab the iluvsarahii and Colourpop Curvii gloss, and I'm obsessed with this. And I'm gonna pat this right in the middle. And right up here. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did like this tutorial, this kind of chit chat, get ready with me, a little catch up sesh, then give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Be sure to hit the notification bell, all that good shit. Leave a comment down below on what you guys have been up to and if anything exciting is happening in your life. And even if nothing exciting is happening in your life, let me know because there's always hope. I don't know what that was. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Okay, now we leave it. Nope. Nope. Oh, bitch. Oh, no.